Right. Udja, greetings. Udja, going to be offering some Kemetic devotion here in just a moment. Udja. And for those of you on YouTube who are watching the replay, I apologize. Something happened to my, I wasn't able to go live on YouTube tonight. So you'll get to see the replay. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes. Oh, I got one thing. Oh. Okay. There we go. Udja, Dua for joining me tonight. It's been a minute since I've offered Kemetic devotion music, devotional world music. So it's the new moon, and I decided why not start tonight. Okay. So welcome to tonight's episode of Devotional World Music. My name is Arit Tachia Amet here at the Light Being Wellness Center, and we're going to be having a few musical offerings for Sesheta and Sekhmet. I haven't done this in a while. So let's start off with some deep breaths. Inhaling, allowing your abdominal area to expand. And exhale. Another deep inhalation. And exhale. All right, before I begin, I just want to state that these musical offerings reflect the views and devotion of the artist and not of Sema Institute or Chateau Temple. I've been a student of Chateau with the Sema Institute for a decade now. However, this is my own musical interpretation of the teachings. And I want to offer my gratitude and appreciation for my spiritual preceptors and for all the guides and counselors on my spiritual journey. So I'm going to begin with an offering of the 4 Great Truths of Chateau. There's a few songs that I offer before I go into the theme for the evening. The theme for tonight is Sesheta and Sekhmet. But before we begin, we're going to start with the introductory chants. The first one is the 4 Great Truths of Chateau. I'm going to recite each one 4 times. Well, I guess I'm going to recite each one 4 times, and then I will offer the translation. On my arts we sound you said Sekhmet. Say washu, say not food, inside you said Adisheri rekabe makeru Paniteru unebejedim neteru. On my arts we sell you said Sekhmet. Say washu, say not food, inside you said Adisheri rekabe makeru Paniteru unebejedim neteru. On my arts we sell you said Sekhmet. Say washu, say not food, inside you said Adisheri rekabe makeru Paniteru unebejedim neteru. On my arts we sell you said Sekhmet. Say washu, say not food, inside you said Adisheri rekabe makeru. All right. And about that melody. It's a variation of the traditional melody of the temple. And this is just a melody that resonates with me. So the translation is the nectar, Nebuja, the supreme. Start again. The nectar, the supreme being, is one and alone, and is Nebuja manifesting everywhere in all things in the form of gods and goddesses. And we talked about how the gods and goddesses are cosmic forces of nature, and the word nature comes from nectar. On Ma'at Srisayu Set Se Kamen. Lack of righteousness brings fetters to the personality, and these fetters lead to ignorance of the divine. So fetters of the personality are lower vibrations of egoism, like anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, and insecurity, doubt, fear. Say Washu, Say Nafu, and Sayu Set. Devotion to the divine leads to freedom from the fetters of Set. Arisheti Mek Abe Makaru. The practice of the Sheti disciplines leads to knowing oneself as a divine. This is called being true of speech, also known as spiritual victory. Right? Now, we're told to, before we read from the Purdah Maru, to offer chants to Kepra and Asar. And in my practice, I also add a song for Nebuja. Before I begin, let me offer the translation first. So, the first line is Ma Pu'u, which means, what's going on? And that's a line from the myth of Set and Ra, And it's a time when Ra had been poisoned by a Set, and all of the other gods and goddesses came running in to help. And they didn't know what was wrong with him, so they were like, Ma Pu'u, what's going on? So in this song, it means no matter what's going on. Nebu Nebu, remain in the stillness. And then the line, the second verse is, when you know Nebuja, you know everything. And Nebuja is the all-encompassing divinity, the all-embracing spirit, who is all, knows all, etc. Mapu Nemu Nemu Mapu Nemu Nemu Mapu Nemu Nemu. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. When you know Nebuja, you know everything. When you know Nebuja, you know everything. When you know Nebuja, you know everything. know everything. Mapu Nemu Nemu Mapu Nemu Nemu. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. When you know never you know everything. 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 Yes, when you know Nebuchadnezzar, you know everything. Okay. Now the next song that I'm going to offer, I have to admit I do not remember the exact translation. So I'm going to run to the other room where I can get it real quick. Be right back. Okay, it's not there. Let me check one more place. Okay, well, I couldn't find it really quickly, so I'm still going to offer this song, and I will post the translation as soon as I find it. This song is called Duora Keft, and it's usually sung in the morning because it involves Kepara and the rising sun, and I offer it, before reading from the Purdah Maru. I know where the translation is. Forgot just that quick. Okay. Yes, the translation is in the Purdah Maru. So this is the copy of the Purdah Maru I'm working with. It's written by, compiled by Dr. Muata Ashby Sebaman, edited by Dr. Karen Ashby Sebaja. Okay, so I'm going to read the translation first so you know what I'm singing about. And then this is the page where they tell you which chants to offer before reading from the Purdah Maru. So the first one is Duora Keft Ubenev Emaket Abdet and Pet. Anatesra ke etm kepara ke man netaru ka ke uben ke pesid mut ke katium sutin netaru idinek mut nut adium idinini manu matepatu ma'adircha. The last line is not in this translation. So here is the translation. Adorations to Ra when he rises in the eastern horizon of heaven. Home with Shira coming forth as Kepara, creator of the gods and goddesses, rising thee, shining thee, lighting up thy mother, rising as Lord of the King and gods of the gods and goddesses. Your mother Nut does an act of worship to you with both arms. Manu, the western horizon, receives thee in peace, and Ma'at embraces thee at the double season perennially. So a few things before we begin. Ra has three aspects. At sunrise, the beginning of the day, as Kepara, the creator of the gods and goddesses, and then Ra at midday, which represents creation, and then Temura at the end of the day, the western horizon, the end of the day. So this is one we offer at the beginning of creation for the creator. And this melody is an adaptation of the melody that I learned from our beloved Ua Ratem. I kept doing everything I kept didn't pay. On the desert, I ATM kept put on, came on, Netaru. Kake, Uben, K, Passed Mood, K. Katiyam, Suten, Netaru. Nek moot noot aniyam irini Manu and Hotep up to Muata. One more time. Do what I kept doing every my kid to get in bed. On the desert, I ATM kept it on. Into another tune from Ma'at. Ma'at an kumat, Ma'at nebuten, Kahin amat, Onkin amat, Hasim amat, Du amat nebuten. Kahin amat, Onkin amat, Hasim amat, Du amat nebuten. Ma'at ankumat. difference between what's real and unreal. Do uncool. To know the difference between what's real and unreal. Do uncool. Light as a feather. Do a much. Real and unreal. Do do a much. Do uncool. Do a much. Do a much. Do a much. Hey. Yeah, I hadn't planned on offering those Muata tunes, but they just came on through. Okay. Not right now, Sybil. I said on poo, right? And she came on in on cue. Not right now. Okay. Right. And the third song that's offered at the beginning of devotion is one to Asar. I'll read the translation first and then offer the tune. Adorations to Asar, Unifer, Divinity One, Divinity Great. Personality in the heart of Abdu, King of Eternity, Lord of Forever, traveling for eternities. In form raised he, son primarily of body of Nut, engendered by Geb, master, lord of the Uret crown, exalted white crown, prince of gods and goddesses and people. Okay. You are Sar, Unifer, Netra, Her Abdu, Sutin, Hey, Nebjata, Sebebi, Hey. You are Sar, Unifer, Netra, you are Sar, Unifer, Netra. That song, the melody, of course, is from the Temple of Chateau, and the melody is from Dr. Muata Ashby, Seba Ma. And also the second part of that chant is from Temple of Amun. Uabratem taught us that melody. And the traditional way we learned is just the first verse, but I added the other two verses from the Pert and Heru. And so those are the introductory songs when reading from the Pert and Heru. So tonight's offering is in honor of Goddess Sesheta and Goddess Sekhmet at the time of the new moon. So again, here's the Pert and Heru by Dr. Muata Ashby, compiled by Dr. Muata Ashby and edited by Dr. Karen Ashby. So chapter 19 is the one dealing with Sesheta and Sekhmet. This is one of my favorite chapters of the Pert and Heru. So I'm just going to read from it first and then the musical offerings. Where'd that page go? Chapter 19. Okay. So here we go. Chapter 19. I don't have a lot of light here, so here we go. This is chapter 19, the chapter of the Tree of Life. And the Tree of Life is also known as the Milky Way Galaxy. And that's, Goddess Nut. Breathing air and possessing water in the Duat, as in the netherworld or the after physical life. And then there's an illustration. Let's see if I can get a close up. Illustration, plate 45. The Tree of Life is the symbol of the goddess. Through it, she nourishes all life, and in particular, she provides spiritual strength to the aspirant for success in the spiritual journey. So this is an offering for spiritual strength and success in the spiritual journey. And let's see. I want to say the term for spiritual strength is nect, and the term for spiritual victory, success in spiritual journey or victory, spiritual victory, is makeru. So when I say asar, then you fill in, there's a pause, and that's the pause for you to fill in your name. Because asar is the universal soul, and when we're reading these scriptures, or anytime we see asar in the iconography, it's referring to our soul, to ourselves. And it's describing our spiritual journey. Words to be spoken by asar, makeru. Or I would say asar arit makeru. Hail to you, great river in the heavens. That's the Milky Way. In thy name of traverser of the heavens, grant thee power over the water to asar arit, asar makeru, like Sekhmet, who protected asar against violence on the night and day of slayings. Lead asar arit, lead asar to the abode where there is an abundance of water, just as you led those other honorable persons who were slain and became a noble blessed soul, knowing not they the name of he who led him. Asar arit, asar makeru, is opening up in Jed. Asar arit, asar makeru's nostrils are opening up in Jedu, in Hotep, the dwelling place in Anu, the house that was constructed by Sesheta, on which Khnum is standing. If there is a north wind blowing, sit on the south side. If there is a south wind blowing, sit on the north side. If there is a west wind blowing, sit on the east side. And if there is an east wind blowing, sit on the west side. Lowering the eyebrows on the nostrils, asar arit, asar makeru, enters into all places desired and resides therein. Okay, now I'm going to read some of the notations or the notes printing is really small, so I'm having a challenge here. The translation for this chapter was based primarily on the papyrus of Ankh and the papyrus of Ra, and is commonly referred to as Chapter 57. It is included here as representative of a genre of teachings found in similar chapters, specifically Chapter 58, Breathing Air and Possessing Water in the Netherworld's Duet, Chapter 59, Drinking Water in the Netherworld, Chapter 60, another chapter for the same purpose, Chapter 61, another chapter for the same purpose, Chapter 62, another chapter for the same purpose, Chapter 63, Drinking Water and Not Drying Up by Fire. So as you can see, water is very important even in the netherworld. The next note, referring to the celestial Nile, that's the Milky Way, everything on earth is a reflection of what is above. The Great Pyramid complex in Giza has its counterpart in Orion and the star Sirius, which represents a Sar and a Set. And the names also have their counterparts in the star systems above. Sekhmet is the lioness form of the goddess, specifically associated with Heru, Hathor. She is the wife of the god Ptah, destroyer of demons and of unrighteous personalities, purifier of hearts, very important, and consequently protector of righteous souls. That's also very important. And then we have, what is this? 563. Oh, Jed. Jed, the pillar of Asar, metaphysically the upper psycho-spiritual consciousness centers which awaken when a person becomes enlightened. So those are the 4 upper Sephik Bara or chakras. And then we have the city of the Jed pillar of Asar. Hotep, supreme peace, that means the end of duality. Then here we go. Sesheta, the goddess of writing and counterpart of Jehuti. She is also the presiding deity over the Sephik Bara, the 7 psycho-spiritual consciousness centers, the chakras or the aritus of spiritual enlightenment of the serpent power, also known as Kundalini energy in India. She was also associated with the sacred Persea tree on which the names of the kings were written at the time of coronation. She is the recorder of deeds, mistress of books, and reckoner of time. The Persea tree was associated with the goddess in the feline form, who resided in the city of Anu, Heliopolis of the Greeks, and also slew the demon serpent Apophis, who was the enemy of Ra and also of all souls. So there she's talking about Bastet or Bast. I'm also going to offer a chant for her. Khnum is the god who, and the potter's wheel and the fashioner of men and women. Also, this word means union. And the last note is about the meditation or breathing technique. This is a classic description used in yoga meditation practice to instruct the aspirant to practice concentration. Yep, okay. So that's the reading. Now I'm going to offer some chants for the goddess Sesheta, Sekhmet, and Bast. the lyrics here. Sesheta, I am the goddess of math and sciences. I am the cosmic scribe. Keep things in celestial order. I can help you keep order in your life. I wear the sacred papyrus on my head. I built a house of a star. To Jehudi I gave the meadow nectar. I am the goddess of the Sephic Bara. Sesheta, I am the source of sacred darkness. I am the jeweled night sky. I'm in love with your father. I gave birth to the light. The stars make up my body. I nurse you with the Milky Way. I am the tree of life. I watch you come forth by day. Sesheta. Hotep. Yes, this is fun because these are all songs that are gonna be on my new CDs coming out. So this is like a little preview. Some of the devotional songs I've been working on. And it's one of my favorites because I love Sesheta because she's goddess of astrology and astronomy and all that wonderful stuff. And then the goddess Nut is the Milky Way. And those are just some of my favorite things of creation. All right. And the next one is another one based inspired by chapter 19. And it goes through the deities that are mentioned in that chapter. So that's Nut, Sekhmet, Sesheta, Kanun, and yeah. Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun, Dua Nut, Dua Sar, Dua Sekhmet, Dua Sesheta, Dua Kanun. The tap. Oh my goodness. Let me read some of these comments that are coming through. Hi. Thank you for joining me tonight. I don't know about virtual hugs. I guess you could try. I do not know any Jonas Brothers songs. I know quite a few reggae songs, but this is, comedic devotion. Maybe I'll have some nights where I do some other music. But thank you for asking. If you send me some, I'll learn them. I'm planning on learning all kind of tunes on the harp. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I don't know if you've been following me, but I'm getting a lot of haters telling me that I'm not Kemetic or I'm not Egyptian. They say that I'm ugly. They say I don't look like the images in the iconography, and it's been really funny. They're very angry that we are here to take back what was wrongfully taken. They act like I'm trying to take their land. I'm not trying to take their land. I'm just, reclaiming our spiritual heritage that was left for all of us. Like everyone that's on the planet has African black ancestors, because we know we all started there. So I don't know why they're so angry when I say that. And there's so many different shades of black. Every shade of every nationality, every humanity comes from the black people. So I don't know why they're so angry. I guess they think I'm going to stop making offerings. The Om Amun Rapata chant is pretty amazing, and that will be on the new CD. I have 2 other chants for Amun that'll be on there too. So dua for listening. I tried to go live on YouTube tonight, but it just didn't work. But I surely appreciate you all being here tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, so I've got a song for Bast. She's the slayer of chaos, and she defeats Set. That's our egoism. And defeats chaos, eliminates fetters of Set. Like what else do we need from a goddess? That's right, children of Ra. We're all children of Ra. And what I say is, why are they so angry? They don't even practice the spirituality. When you go to Kemet, we're not allowed to practice in the temples. And the guards are out there urinating on the sacred statues and smoking cigarettes. And they're not interested in the spiritual technology at all. At least someone is. I don't know. And the Minister of Antiquities is now also the Minister of Tourism. And he recognizes the Kemetic wellness movement. He's welcoming us there, and they're getting ready to, give us permission to practice our spirituality in the temples. So I'm really looking forward to going back so that we can do that without being harassed by the guards. Well, before I make this final offering, I don't know if you can see here, I guess because I have the lights. And then it's backwards. Yeah, you can see it. This is her head, the goddess Marit, the goddess of music. And she's making her offering. And you can see her beautiful hair that's like mine, or curls up at the end. And Marit is the goddess of music. And this wall hanging is from one of my photographs from the Temple of Abdu in Abydos. And so I had her out here because I'm making musical offerings. So that's really what I'm aspiring to be, is to be a priestess of Marit, a priestess of music, a chantress. And so here's the last song for tonight. Oh, let me give the translation first. So the first one is Dua Bast. Dua is, adorations. Or gratitude, or acknowledging the divinity. Dua Bast, and Bast is the goddess that we're honoring. Anapep. An means no, and Apep is chaos. So no chaos. And Ni Nahast. Ni, N-Y, is not the shortcut for New York, but it means yes. N-Y means yes. Yes, this is so true. Yes, exactly. The Arabs and the whites always mislead the black people from Kemet, saying that they are not Kemites, and they cut off the nose of the pharaoh statues. And they also are, painting the iconography. They're lightening it up, like people put on skin bleach. They're bleaching out the pigment, the melanin of the ancestors in the iconography. And it's very disturbing. And then they don't like to be compared to the colonizers here in America. When I say the Arabs are to Kemet what the colonizers, pirates, and missionaries are to indigenous people of Turtle Island. Because the Kemetic people, are indigenous people of that region. Just like the Nubians and the people from Sudan, and then Ethiopia, and the colonies of India and Hindu and all over. And the Kemetic culture and traditions spread all the way to the West Africa. And then you also find similar traditions in North, Central, and South America. And but that, when you mention that, they go berserk. So this chant is in honor of Apep, chaos in the world, and how we can slay Apep. We can defeat chaos. We can defeat our lower vibrational selves. We can control our ego so that it serves us. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to serve us, not distract us. And so that's what this is about. And so this is a sistrum. It represents the 4 upper chakras. Sefik Bara, his Heru is the heart. And then the throat, the first eye, and the crown. So we're eliminating chaos from our chakra system, from our homes, from our minds, from our worlds, from our countries. We're just defeating chaos. We are at the new moon defeating chaos. Do a bast on a pep in a hat. Do a bast on a pep in a hat. Do a bast on a pep in a hat. Do a bast on a pep in a hat. Do a bast on a pep in a hat. Do a bast on a pep in a hat. A tap. Right. Yes, when we get in situations that can become confrontational, like what's been happening, I've been able to remember my divinity and, just express love, unity, peace, and harmony, even when they're coming at me and threatening me. And one poor woman has made, I think, 3 or 4 TikTok videos about me, and she's trying to prove that I don't look like any of our ancestors, that I look like, people from West Africa or Jamaica or all these other places, and all of the people that she shows look like they're from Kemet. And then she has the other ones that show how the Greco-Roman Egyptians in the artwork that came much later, that she says resembles the Arabs that live in Egypt now, and even they resemble people that we know. They look like people on 79th and Cottage Grove here in Chicago. I mean, I don't know why they're so angry about this. Oh, you're from Jamaica? I've been to Port Antonio. I was almost going to move there, but I didn't. It is beautiful there too. There's beautiful people everywhere. I went to a place in Brazil called Jeremoabo, and there was a whole community of people there whose family was from Egypt, and they relocated there. Like the whole town, everyone's grandparents are Egyptian. And when you look at them, you can see that, yes, they definitely look Egyptian, more so than just straight up Brazilian. Yes, it's amazing. I'm going to write about it someday. Anyway, I really appreciate you joining me tonight. I've had a wonderful time, and this is the new moon, and that's why I decided to just do this impromptu devotional music concert, even though I did an astrology offering earlier. I'm getting back into the groove of the devotional music offerings because I'm, working on my CD and everything. And I just love it. This is my music Shetty. I have my Shetty practice and I have my music Shetty practice. And part of my music Shetty practice is sharing the music with people who want to hear it. And I'm learning how to do this without fetters, I'm striving to leave my lower ego out and just share truth and wisdom and love, at the same time standing for Ma'at, not backing down. We know who we are, and we know why we're here, and they can't take that away. One more thing, I forgot to mention that this beautiful leopard print wrap is in honor of Sesheta. She wears this fabric. She always wears a dress like this. And it also represents, you know, priests and priestesses, not only in Kemet, but on Turtle Island in Mexico, the Olmec Mayan tradition. Can you teach to speak hieroglyphics? Well, I know a few words. I know a little vocabulary. I'm not qualified to teach right now. The best way that I can teach is offering the translations of my songs, my music. There is a wonderful resource that I use when I want to write a song. It's the Budge Dictionary online, and I have posted the link before. I will post it again. And what I do is, like, I write out a song, and then I write out a list of words, and then I look it up, and it tells me what words to use or the hieroglyphs. Anything you want to learn about Kemet or Egyptian culture, I would refer you to EgyptianYoga.com, which is where, the website of my spiritual teachers and my community. So that's the best place to go for learning about Kemet. And Dr. Ashby has written, like, I don't know, 80 books, maybe more, and boku videos online. And, 3 Ankh, Udja, Seneb. Those are 3 of the most important ones: life, vitality, and health. Yes, those are 3 very good words to know. Because if you've got those, then you've got eternal life, wellness, vitality, health, well-being. That's what you need. So I'm going to close out for now. Thank you so much, Father Patas 876. I look forward to following you and knowing more about you and your work. And I'll be back again soon. Do a Hotep. Thank you. Ankh Udja Seneb.